2 policemen have been arrested and jailed for the possession of drugs. You only papa one yen, a bonny man. Let me give you the get. So this particular story involves the 2 police officers that you are seeing on the screen. The tall one is an ASP at the Sakumono district headquarters. Now his driver is the one that is standing beside him. His name is Emmanuel Minta. Emmanuel Minta, who is a corporal, is also related to a drug baron that stays at a shaman. He's kind of his uncle. So they were talking and having conversation, and this uncle proposed to Minta that there is a drug that I want to transport from Ho to Accra. But of late, when I use my usual routes, the police and then everything, they've been disturbing me and all of that. Since you drive your ASP and you have the car at your possession, I would want you to use this car to transport it, since when you get to checkpoints, these police officers will just let you go. So Minta then told his uncle that now I will not be able to carry this alone, because if I close, I go and park the car and everything at my boss's house. So unless I go and explain to him for him to accept this deal, I will come back to you. So Minta went to his ASP. The ASP's name is ASP Nasiru Amadu. Now, ASP Amadu listened to Minta, his driver, after explanation, and was like, okay, it's cool, because he's definitely going to involve money, so let's do it. Now, according to police reports, their first operation, which was to transport these drugs from Ho to Asham and Tulaku, was successful. They weren't caught. Nobody knew about it. But there is a particular officer at Afenia that was suspecting them. The way they were moving, it's like all of a sudden, this corporal has a lot of money and all of that. So he was suspecting them. And he is very much aware that this particular officer, which is Corporal Minta, is actually related to a drug baron that stays at a shaman. So when he saw the movement, he was like, nah, I am suspecting something. So this particular officer that they did not disclose his name went to the Sakumono district commander to actually tell him that I am suspecting these 2. Your assistant in command and his driver, I am suspecting them. I think we should monitor them. So they started monitoring them without their notice. Now, on the 19th of November 2025, they started their second operation the same way. But when they went, the police actually gave notice that there is a particular police car that is going to travel from Ho to Accra. So you should monitor them every single checkpoint. Check them. They didn't know. So they went all the way to Ho, a place called Peki. Now, in a very deep forest around Peki, my Votarians can actually correct me if that's not the pronunciation, but this particular place is at Ho. So they went to meet them there, and then they took the drugs from a Benz bus, a full Benz bus, into their police car, and they started their journey back home. Exactly 7:15 p.m., they got to a particular checkpoint and they started to check them. You know, ASP will be like, oh, Mando, you know, why are you checking the police car and all of that? They said, oh, it's an order from above and we have to do it. So they actually put them somewhere and they started checking the car. They saw 8 sacks of drugs. 8 sacks. And when you open this sack, that's what I am showing you on the screen. This is a very true footage from when they caught them. When you look into these sacks, you can see parcels of drugs. And when the police took their time to count every single drug in a single sack, they got 541 drugs. Indian hemp and others that they were supposed to transport all the way from Ho to Accra. Now, since their arrest in November 2023, they've been going for trials after trials from the police station, the courts, Akoniaba, and all of that. And it was last Friday, the 28th of November 2025, and a court finally, they've sentenced them based on the following that I'm about explaining to you. So it says that the court ruled that the officers had unlawfully possessed narcotics for the purpose of trafficking in violation of Section 23, Clause 1 of the Criminal Offences Act, and this particular act means that they combine their heads. When you combine your heads with more than one people, so you are two, like you are three, boom, then you decide to commit a certain crime together. So according to the act, these two police officers joined their head to do drug trafficking. It also continued to say that, and Section 37, Clause 2 of the Narcotic Control Commission Act 2020, this also explains that they were caught with drugs, right? Not to use, but to transport it. To transport it. They weren't caught like they were with drugs that they are going to use it themselves. They actually take it, they transport it to whomever that they want to transport it to. And this is where their offense fall at. In all, one of them, which is the ASP, got 10 years. And then the driver, which is the corporal, got 5 years. You might be wondering why the ASP that didn't know anything, it is Minta that came to him to come and explain that this and this and that is what my uncle has proposed. I think I want us to do it together. He got 10 and then the corporal got 5. You might be wondering, but that is it. Because you being the ASP, you have the power, second in command, bro. You have the power to control things like this. You are the one that is supposed to see to it that people like this are even arrested. And you get yourself involved. So definitely you have to be held more accountable. That is why you got the 10 years. You know, there are people in the comment section that were saying that 10 years and 5 years is just kind of small. So some people actually report this case as they've been given 13 years imprisonment and all of that, 13 combined years and all that. The 13 years wasn't given to like one person is going to serve 13 years. Some people use combined because the sentence is kind of concurrent. That means that if this ASP that got 10 years, right? If he got 7 years for the conspiracy, got 3 years for the trafficking and all of that, that would be like 10 years. But because it's concurrent, he's actually going to serve the 3 years inside the 7 years. So he's in total going to spend 7 years. It's not going to add up like 7 years. After you serve 7 years, you serve the other 3 years, which is going to make it 10. Since they are happening simultaneously, your 3 years is going to be within your 7 years. That is why some people are reporting it's like 8 years, 13 years and all of that. You know, first of all, I want to clap for the particular officer that went to the Sakumono headquarters to go and complain or go and give a tip of that. I've been suspecting these two people. I've been suspecting them. And also the police command and everybody that got involved to get these people arrested. Because imagine that an ASP is involved in drug trafficking. ASP, Assistant Superintendent of Police, is involved in drug trafficking. So you'll be wondering that why is crime rate and all of that increasing? Why is it becoming high? All of these are related. They are related. People take in some drugs and they do their things anyhow. You hear that somebody stabbed somebody 8 times. Somebody did this, somebody did that. Sometimes, it's not sometimes, most of the times, they are on something. They are on something that enables them to be able to commit those crimes and all of that. In any country that drug rate is high, crime rate is high. You know, some people are also in the comment section saying that the 10 years and the 5 years is not enough. If it was a normal person caught in the ghetto smoking, they would give them 15 years, 20 years and all of that. But it's okay. It's kind of okay because aside these sentences that they've given to them, they also gave them a 10,000 penalty unit, which they are supposed to pay 120,000 Ghana cedis. It is 1.2 billion. And yes, if they are not able to pay that money, they are serving additional 3 years to the years that they are serving right now. It's okay. I am very sure it's actually going to be a form of deterrent to anybody, any officer that is also under the carpet doing things like this. See, we usually get the information that some police officers are involved in these kind of things. And Emmanuel and his ASP just proved to us that, yes, they are really involved. You know, some people would beat me in the sub-bonnet, and police need me yamishe, and match sewaha, and meton wahazi, obient me yamishe. That's because they know the kind of people behind them. Ochino kotumo inde, or besan pio watchna. Because if ASP knows me that this is what I am doing, if you come and arrest me, your ASP will let me go. We are all going to say kudos to the person that gave the information and the police that they came together to make this thing a success. You won't pay some best 7 in and some map out. If you are watching me and this is what we do, you do. We pray that God changes your heart, or else you join ASP and his driver in the cells. It is not good. We are all praying for a better Ghana. Let's change our minds for Ghana to change for us. Always remember that this is a platform that is of the people, is for the people, is by the people. This is Gossip 24. And the room is bright because my name is Light. Bye.